friends, welcome back to another video. In this video I am showing you how I make our asparagus. Now you guys know sometimes we find tons of asparagus, and this is a really easy way of preparing it that is super tasty. So if you want to see how we cook our asparagus, and it is amazing, just keep watching. Okay guys, so we're going to start off with 3 bunches of asparagus. This is fresh asparagus that I got from Aldi's, around the back of course, but don't these look great? Now I have had these in my fridge so a little bit, so I had to cut a little more of the bottom off, but you will see that in the video. And I want to show you what else I use. So for this, to make the way I make it, you'll need some Parmesan cheese or Parmesan and Romano. You'll need a little bit of olive oil or grapeseed oil or avocado oil. I am using some buttery steakhouse seasoning. This is completely optional. You'll also need some onion powder and some garlic powder. Basically, we're just going to throw it in a bowl, put some olive oil on it, season it, and bake it. It's that simple. So let's start with cutting this asparagus. Like I said, I've had this asparagus in my fridge. I know I should have cooked it. I just didn't. So I'm going to start, and I've already really washed these bunches really well. Off camera, I do give it a second bunch once I cut the rubber bands off. But I am going to cut just a little bit more than I normally would off because those bottoms are pretty soggy and just gross at this time. So I am going to show you like how much that I kept, and I'm going to also go in and do the other 2 bunches that we have. Alrighty guys, got everything cut up, and don't they look beautiful? It's the perfect color green. It just gives me all of the spring vibe. So this is everything I'm keeping, and these were all of the ends that I cut. Some were just mushy. They look a lot better on camera than they did in person, let me tell you. So now I'm just going to grab just a regular size mixing bowl. You can also use a pan, a pot, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to put about half of my asparagus in here right now. I'm going in with my olive oil. We actually found this diving at Aldi's as well. Basically everything is from the bin except for the seasonings. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. And basically the olive oil is just a liquid to help the seasoning stick to the asparagus. So I'm going in with that buttery steakhouse seasoning. I actually picked this up from Sam's, and we really do like it. It's pretty good. So I'm going to shake a good amount on there. Also going in with some onion powder and garlic powder, and I'm just putting all of the seasoning right on top. Then we are going to mix it together to make sure each little piece of asparagus is coated. Once you get it mixed around, this is what it's going to look like. Each little piece of asparagus will be really shiny because of the olive oil, and your seasoning is going to stick right to it, and it is so perfect. So I just get a cookie sheet. Now I always line mine with some parchment paper because let me tell you, I don't feel like doing no dishes, and when I use the parchment paper, I can just, take it off, throw it away, wash my pan very lightly, and I'm done. So it is the perfect lazy girl hack. And just a little FYI, my parchment paper was from the bin as well. The cookie sheet was not. I probably need to buy some new cookie sheets because we've been having this one for a while. However, yeah, everything else was pretty much from the bin. So I'm just going to lay them on. Now, if you have bigger asparagus, or if you're doing less than I am, you can definitely use a single layer. And I usually like to, but this time I was like, let me go ahead and get this done. So I am cramming everything on this one little cookie sheet. So I'm going to take the second half of my asparagus. I'm just going to season it the exact same way. You can do it all at once. My bowl just wasn't big enough for as much asparagus as I had. And after you season it thoroughly, you're just going to mix it around, and I'm just going to smush, that's the culinary term. Just going to smush mine on the pan. Make sure it fits. I have to kind of go around and, make sure everything tries to fit in there. It's not all going to fit in a single layer, but it'll work. After I get all of the asparagus out, I am going to drizzle that oil and seasonings that's still in the bowl. I want to drizzle that over the top. It has some really good flavor. The seasoning that was left over is going to be great on that, and plus it puts just a little bit more olive oil. Now I'm also going to season it very lightly with some onion powder and garlic powder. And I know we added that already in like the seasoning bowl, but I like to put just a little bit extra, adds a little kick of flavor just in case any of it washed off. Alright guys, so last but not least, I like to take some grated Parmesan, not grated, but the shredded Parmesan. And I use a little of the grated Parmesan in the mix. I forgot to tell you that, probably about half a tablespoonful. But I take the shredded Parmesan and I just sprinkle it over the top. There's something about that little slightly cheesy, it's not extra cheesy because Parmesan is not melty like that. However, it gives it a little kick of some, some taste good type, feel good type vibes going on. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Listen, it's good. Just know it's good, okay? It's good. So after the Parmesan cheese, and that's purely optional if you want to, we just like the taste of it. But after the Parmesan cheese, I wanted to give it just a bit of a lemony flavor. So I slice up a lemon that honestly was so old. We've had this lemon for a while, so I needed to use it up. But I just sliced a little bit of the lemon and put it over the top of the asparagus just because, yeah, why not? Especially when you have an overabundance of stuff. I love finding creative ways to use it. If not, it just goes to waste. And we don't go out every night getting stuff just to bring it home and for, it to go to waste. So yeah, we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to slice this, put it right on top of the asparagus. And if you have not already done so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the like on this video. We will definitely appreciate it. Alrighty guys, so this is how it is looking. It looks really great. It's going to make a great side dish. I'm just going to pop this in the oven, and my oven is set on 425. I'm going to leave this in probably about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, it's kind of contingent on what your oven is and how fast it cooks, how hot it gets, blah blah blah. You already know the deal. But look at how it comes out. Look at this healthy yet cheesy, garlicky, lemony little masterpiece that you created. You cooking genius, you. I'm just joking. But y'all, this was super good. Now this is fresh out of the oven, so the steam is still rising on this. So if the camera gets a little blurry, that's what's going on. But this was a great side dish for us. Sometimes getting vegetables in is a struggle. However, when we find awesome hauls like finding asparagus and all that, you want to use it up. You don't want to just sit it in the fridge or on the counter to go bad and just, keep saying, oh, I'm gonna cook it, and you never do, because I'm so guilty for that. So I've been making it my mission to really use and cook and do things with the items that we choose to keep for ourselves. So when I do the cooking videos, if I just show one portion of the meal, you guys always are like, well, what else did you have? And I know I would be curious too. I get it. So along with the asparagus, Babe had grilled some barbecue ribs. This is from a haul. I believe we got it Aldi's. Either Aldi's or Smart Saver. I'm not really for sure. However, they came out amazing. He seasoned them so well with some brown sugar, and it was just, y'all, it was so good. But yeah, this is what we had for dinner. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It would help us out a lot. Also subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you like to see cooking videos, and we will just keeping on. Thank you guys for taking the time to hang out with us, watch this video, and we will see you in the next video, friends. Bye bye.